Went to the self-help board there. Yep, they got some issues. Plus, it could be some on my end, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense because, well, been this way for years. So, but new computer, reset everything, opened up the firewall for Streamlabs, so maybe this will help. And yeah, let's see if I get any drops, frame drops, or what have we. See how the audio and video is out there. I don't know if anybody's still alive out there. I know it's kind of getting late, especially on the East Coast. It's getting late here, so. But if there is anybody that happens to be out there, give me some feedback. Let's see, let's go to my YouTube. Seems to be a little better, I think. At least on YouTube. How about, has my volume still low? How about now? Check, check. Audio. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll be doing another one. We'll be doing another one. We just had a little bit of issues there at the very beginning. Okay, yeah, now I'm actually getting some comments off Facebook, so it means Facebook is working good. Yep, okay. But I had to open up the firewall and let it go through. It says it works better because I did an internet test right after we shut down. I'm like, I'm checking my internet connection here, and oh no, I have an excellent internet connection. I could run movies, video games, and broadcast live, multi-broadcast live, all at the same time. So yeah, I know that I have a really good internet connection, but kind of weird how these issues have just started happening over the last, well, it would be three weeks now. Right? For we are the people out there. Yep, on Rumble. A pastor reminds us not to miss the messages despite technical difficulties. Absolutely. Quantum Kid. Yeah, yeah, should do the show again. Yep. Oh, we will. And I know who you are. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Right? Yep. The Bolshevik takeover of Russia. Well, we'll see how that all works out. We're still at war, world war, trying to take down the corrupt. Well, so far so good. Do not have one notification that it's dropped one frame. So I did make a couple of other changes within Streamlabs as well. But I think the main thing was allowing Streamlabs to go through the firewall and setting my network over to private, which I thought public would be better, but apparently not. So definitely a couple of changes on the new computer here, which this thing's pretty badass. So that can't be the issue. But I mean, right now it's YouTube, Facebook, X, and Rumble all at the same time. Oh, and I also did change the to a static stream key and stuff for Rumble, so that might make a little difference for Rumble. But I think the main thing was the firewall. Right, Top Cat? British clowns with the banks of London must go. Well, that happens to be the Federal Reserve issue. Or at least tied to it. So, Trump's working on that. Gotta remember the way the Fed was created in the middle of the night there, Christmas Eve. So, 1933, as an independent agency. It's not a governmental agency. It's an independent corporation. So, well, you can't fire us. You can't do it. Well, we'll see about that. Those involved in serious human rights abuse and corruption worldwide. Executive Order 13818. Yep. Them guys. They're going down. Thank you. We are the people out there. Yeah, we are. We're not giving up. That's why I'm still here since I ended the live, messing around with my computer, trying to get this ready, make sure that it's up and running real good, because tomorrow night, Monday Night Law. So, yep. I know, Top Cat. Gold and silver only money. That I cannot stress that enough. The Constitution specifically says to coin money, and gold and silver is tender payment of debt. That's it. I don't care about fiat currency, digital currency, any of that crap. I want none of it. I gotta have it in my hand, physical, to be able to have a private transaction with my neighbor. But interestingly enough, in Idaho, in the 2025 legislative session last year, they did implement a gold and silver standard in Idaho, and it's not required yet, according to the legislation, but we can actually make tender payments of debt in gold and silver as long as both parties agree. So it's a slow transition going back to gold and silver, but we'll get there. And we have to, because, well, the fiat currency, the almighty doll hair, is going away. That's the real inflation, folks. The almighty doll hair is losing its value. That's why the gold, right? We're up over 5,000 doll hairs for an ounce of gold. Because the almighty doll hair is shit. Garbage. At this point, I wouldn't even frickin' use it as toilet paper, right? But that's where it's going to go. And my understanding is that there will be an exchange of some sort for these Federal Reserve notes, and we'll go back to gold and silver. I know a lot of people talking about, oh, central banking, No, Trump's taking out the central banking. And when I say Trump, It's way more than just Trump, folks. Again, this is a military operation worldwide. Hey, Wendy, you made it home. So far, so good. I made a bunch of changes. Um, the biggest change is allowing Streamlabs to go through my firewall. Because, you know, we kind of have to have that stuff set up pretty good so you don't get hacked. But, little computer geek that I am. Anywho, that was what was recommended on Streamlabs website there for getting help with issues. So I've tried it, and so far I've been live for exactly 11 minutes now, and no issues. Not dropping not even one frame has dropped. So ought to be nice and good out there for everybody. Audio, video. Is anybody noticing the video is a little bit clearer? Maybe. I don't know. A pretty good video card in the last machine. Plus, I had 48 gigabytes of RAM in that machine. So. Dr. Joey One on YouTube. Yeah, I know. I haven't broadcasted on YouTube. I've been boycotting YouTube. So tonight was a special event because trying to promote the toll and roll and let people know what's going on. This is in Congress. Tollandroll.com. Check out the documents. Thank you, Pam, out there for checking on YouTube and Facebook and feedback on that. And I'm watching the Rumble right here. No issues over there. Looks like, I mean, there's no buffering, nothing like that. I look pretty good, thank you. I just wondering if the video quality was a little bit better. Still too low, huh? Well, according to my bar, I'm just peeking into the yellow. I mean, I think. Let me see if I can. I'll just bump that all the way up. See if that makes any difference. No. It's not. I don't know. I know it's kind of hard to get a little bit closer, maybe. The way I have it set up here on the new desk, it's a little ways away from me. But definitely trying to make things better. Trying to educate the people the best we can. G. Hendrick out on Rumble. Tonight's live Toll and Roll was numbing, and that you're new, so I know it could be a little bit overwhelming to comprehend and grasp the concept of what we're working on and what we're actually doing. So YouTube is a little bit low. Gotcha. Well, I can't win them all, right? At least, I don't know. I don't see anybody on X. Let's see. Is it even broadcasting on X? Because when I checked it earlier, it wasn't even broadcasting on Facebook or X. No, my profile. Go to my profile. No, I'm not even showing live on X right now. So why not? Unless it's under media. No. Yeah, it's not even showing up on X right now. Okay, so that's kind of what I noticed too. Even I am still using the same three screens, but I did kind of notice that it seemed to be a little bit sharper, clear video. Yeah, so why in the hell isn't it? I'm gonna have to probably uh, probably disconnect X and then reconnect X. Because there's posts, replies. I mean, Monday Night Law is there from the 9th. So both lives from tonight are not, they're just not here. Where is it? I may have to reconnect. Maybe Wendy, you can go on X and just double check because I'm looking at my own profile on my phone. I see the post that I made that I was going to be going live, but that was 3 hours ago. I'm not seeing live. Refresh, the whole 9 yards, nothing. I know, right? The only one that hasn't shadow banned us is Telegram. That's honestly, that's the whole thing. I haven't had any issues with Telegram, and I know other people say, yeah, that's what I thought, Wendy. I don't have any live streams on X tonight. There should be three. There should be the original first test that I did an hour and a half, 2 hours before. Then there should have been the toll and roll, and then there should have been this one. So maybe I'll disconnect and then reconnect to X because it's a new install of Streamlabs, and it just carries over from Streamlabs. They store all that information. So right, we should demand real Nuremberg trials 2.0. Oh, well, at this point, again, it's a military operation, and doing what what needs to be done. So cool. Well, I know that I've been messed with before, and they've taken down plenty of videos, but um, you know, I'll I'll admit that it seems to be working really good now that I've opened it up through the firewall. So go Windows Defender, doing its job. Um, well, you can't really find me on Telegram because I moved to a private. But here's what I'll do: is I will throw that in there. I have to open it up. Throw in my link. Let's see, there's that one. Let's see, how do I get to that? Yeah, right there. Manage, there it is. Invite link. There it is. All right. I don't know if you can click on that link in the chat there on Rumble. G. Hendrick. Anybody else who wants to join my private Telegram channel, there's the link. I wish I could respond over here. What's this multi-stream? Huh. Maybe I can. There we go. Went out to YouTube, Facebook. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, or Rumble over there, but just put out the link to my Telegram channel, and that's a private Telegram channel. So it got rid of all the little bots and stuff we had in there when I was a public channel. So that has definitely helped converting it into private. All right, cool. I see several people got it, joined, right on. Appreciate it. I put out a lot of stuff on my Telegram stuff. That's where I feel most secure. A lot of good stuff in there. What? Really? I can't seem to find my own live on my own X profile, so I don't know how somebody else is seeing me. Now, one thing I don't personally like about going live on broadcasting live per se in the same manner that I am right now on Telegram is that the video can be downloaded and shared. So this is my intellectual property, and I don't want people stealing my stuff and altering it, like kind of what was discussed tonight. Was, oh well, I'll just download your video and I'll make some changes and edit it and that kind of stuff. It's like, well, but yeah, I did find it kind of weird how the breaking up would come and go, right? So yeah, this is actually working pretty good now. And I'm seeing everybody's comments both from YouTube and Facebook and in my broadcasting software. So this is kind of give you an idea, folks. I don't know if this will work. Oh yeah, there you can see. There's the broadcasting software. So you can see my microphone it's turned all the way up, the microphone gain, and you can see I'm just barely getting into the yellow. So as long as I don't get into the red, oh look at that. Raise my voice, hit it just right. That's about the best that I can do. Oh, I did a internet speed test right after I got off uh, the live. Oh, and it's right there, just below 100 gigabits download and just under 20 gigabit upload. Not megabit, gigabit. A lot of people don't know the difference there, but some people do. Yeah, it's fast. This is gigabit speeds, not megabit. Done. Cancel that. Shut that off. But yep, not. Yeah, right down here is where I get my notifications. And as you'll see, no notifications. Oh, that's the news. You don't have any notifications. Not one. But there again, I did the firewall thing, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. Oh, come on. Quit messing with me. Deboosting, yeah. But yeah, I had to do some digging, and I manually added Streamlabs through the firewall. That was per the recommendations on Streamlabs, so I had to go through all that. And this is Windows 11, so my first foyer into Windows 11 as of yesterday. Although it's not really that much difference. By the way, all of the current like Windows 10, 11, whatever, this is all based off the Windows XP platform. I actually know the guy that wrote wrote the code for Windows XP, and if you remember then Windows Vista, that's when he left Microsoft, and then they begged him to basically come back because Windows Vista was a flop. System resource hog. So he ditched Windows Vista and picked up Windows XP platform and built Windows 7. And everything's been built on that since. Right on, Top Cat. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Right, the fam is watching, right, Jameskin? Yeah, Wendy. I don't know. I didn't see Prayer Warrior. She was on earlier. I don't know. Carino, is that Karen on YouTube? Carino 8634 8675309. Oh. Hmm. Ubuntu, I know. I'm stuck on Windows, and you know, I'll be honest, folks. I am not much of an end user. I keep trying to explain this to people, but I can build them, diagnose it, fix it, those kinds of things. But like using Streamlabs over here, it's like the most basic I do. I capture the screen, and that's it. I just work off of this one screen. So I have a total of 3 screens here that I work from. So mm. Oh, okay, that is you, Karen. All right. Well, this is going well. I am very, very liking it. Very much liking the fact that it's not even one issue. I think we're good for tomorrow night. We'll find out tomorrow night when we start talking about, I don't know, election fraud and um, satanic ritual abuse and, you know, murdering babies, torturing them to death to get their adrenaline up so they can make their adrenochrome, which is their drug of choice. Um, I don't know what else can I talk about that might trigger something. Thank you, Raining7 out on YouTube. Just so you know, I have been broadcasting over on Facebook and X and Rumble. I've been boycotting YouTube, so um, for well over a year now. So I know I have seen comments out there was asking about what happened to me. Am I still broadcasting? Yep, I just was boycotting YouTube. So, but thank you, Rochelle 7245 out there. I'm not going to try to pronounce the rest of that. But thank you all for tuning in for a late night and being supportive and giving me feedback. I greatly appreciate it. I was not expecting this many people to be on just for crap. We almost got more people on right now than we did during the toll and roll. So tune in tomorrow night, Monday Night Law. 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we have look forward to the Canadians that usually tune in over there. So I've got some Canadian people that have been tuning in on my Monday nights, and look forward to all of that. So God bless. Everyone have a wonderful